Hello and welcome this morning. This is the In Christ evening participation session. In this class, Jesus invites us to walk through the experiences, the full spectrum of experiences from our day, both the wanted experiences and the challenging and unwanted experiences. And Jesus shows us how to move into relationship first with ourselves and our experience of our divine Christ and be held by Christ. And then from that place of being held, how do we move into relationship with the full spectrum of our experiences so they can be held in and through us and made anew through us, while in the process also changing us. For this class, you're going to want to have a journal and a comfortable place where you can sit uninterrupted for about the next 30 minutes. And as you gather those materials and make your way into a comfortable seated position, we will then be ready to begin our time together. So let's go ahead and take some time here. So we begin our time together the same way that Jesus invites us to begin all of our moments of conscious awareness, and that is to first pause and take a moment to recognize how you are connected to and supported by the place where you are seated. Go ahead and take a moment to feel how your body is held by your seat. Let's do that together now. And as you are noticing how your body is held by the place where you are seated, Jesus invites us to take a moment to recognize which part of your body feels the most held by your seat. And as you notice that, we're saying, here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. You're going to write down that body part, or those body parts. You might have like one or two places where you really feel held. And you're saying, here is where I am already held, right where I am seated. And from that place, Jesus invites us to recognize that God is alive in everything that is around us. And God is alive in everything around us in order to offer us living provision and living support for our journey. Excuse me 1 second. And Jesus says that we can learn how to begin to come back to this intimate Christ mystery and lean into it by learning how to feel God alive and holding us right through the place where we are seated. Participants, think about this is just a deeper way of experiencing. The doctor that I worked for in high school blindfolded me and had me learn the body blindfolded so that I could actually learn how to feel the more subtle alivenesses and systems of flow that move through the body. And that's what helped me learn how to feel where parts of the body are in a state of disease and dysfunction versus the parts of the body that are healthy. And this is a very similar exercise to that. It's what Jesus is teaching us to do is to learn how to feel deeper than just the surface experience and also deeper than just what my eyes can see. Can I actually feel into the alivenesses and um, the presence of aliveness that is in and contained within everything. And our bodies are designed to be able to sense this, and our minds are designed to be able to recognize this because we were made to be living in this intimate relationship with God. One of the things that these practices do is it helps us to slow down and allow our brain and our body to take in more sensory awareness than we normally do when we're moving really fast. And so, what we're doing is you're going to bring your awareness back to that part of your body where you already feel supported, and you're going to allow yourself to feel um, God's heart and hand holding you right through that place where you feel supported. And in that, just take a moment and notice, what does that quality of support feel like to you? There's going to be a way that you experience that that's different from the way anybody else would. So let's go ahead and take a moment and just notice that together. We're going to spend about a minute allowing our bodies to feel through the physicality of the chair and into the mystery of God alive and holding you right through the place where you are seated. Let's go ahead and do that together now. And we're going to write down what that support feels like. And we're saying, this is God's living gift to me. This is God's living gift to me. And then from that place, Jesus invites us to take a moment and look back at our day. And we're noticing, what are the things that went well for you in your day today? And from that thing of going well, from the list of going well, Jesus invites us to take a moment and just ask and sit in the presence of Christ and say, how do you want me to use these resources that and these opportunities that are going well? How do you want me to relate to them, and what is it that you want me to do with them? And then from there, Jesus invites us to take a moment to notice, what are the things that are challenging you from your day to day? What are the things that are challenging you? Let me go ahead and make a list of that. And then from there, we want to take a moment to notice, um, and we're asking Jesus with this, how do you want me to be in relationship? Sorry, my nose is itching. With these experiences, how do you want me to be in relationship with what is challenging me here? Take a moment and just notice. Bring yourself to Christ in that way and just notice what is revealed to you. And you're going to go back down through your list, and you're really, excuse me, you're really holding how your body maybe strains or resists being in relationship with what is challenging you. And we're saying, Jesus, show me how to more tenderly hold what is happening here. Show me how to be in relationship with this and tenderly hold it. And from that place, we then move into what our we then move into our next part of our day. Either we're going to move into rest or into our day. And we're saying to ourselves, reminding ourselves, can I just keep myself in this place of slowing down and being held and turning to Jesus so that I can be led through these experiences in Christ rather than moving so quickly and jumping ahead and trying to manage everything on my own. See if that is, for me, that is my aspiration. Take a moment and hear what your aspiration is with Christ. What is it that you are striving to um, establish with your relationship with Christ? Let's take a moment and hear that. And just allow our hearts to rest into Jesus in the way that makes sense for each of us. And I thank you all for being here today. And I look forward to seeing you when it suits your schedule next. I give great thanks to my living Jesus Christ who leads me on a narrow path. And I try my best to just keep hanging on. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you soon.